Good morning, Ravens, and welcome to Atherton on Air. I'm Lakin Whitehead.
And I'm Sam Fowler. Here's what's trending.
Recently, faculty and staff were notified to ensure that classroom doors were closed and locked during each instructional classroom time. Although we previously covered the story of Atherton's failure to lock the classroom doors, AOA Unfiltered correspondent Audra Barbieri covers the security systems at our schools.
2 weeks ago, Atherton High School failed a Kentucky safety inspection. Kentucky state law states that all classroom doors must be locked and closed during instructional times. Many students at Atherton have expressed concern.
It didn't surprise me. I mean, I'm just as bad about leaving the door open. It's something I forget about, I don't think most people come to school every day and want a gun or a break-in to be something they have to worry about.
To gain further insight on how Atherton students truly feel about the safety at school, our team created a survey in which students could express their opinions on the issue. When asked what methods would best enhance security at Atherton, nearly 28% claimed that Atherton is a safe place as is, and that no changes need to be made, while nearly 30% of students said that they believe metal detectors would be an effective safety measure at school, and 20% saying that more security guards should be hired. Dr. Fleur is making efforts to ensure that school is a safe place for students.
One of the things that I always try to convey to students is the why. And so for example, why do we try to keep the hallways clear? It's not necessarily because, we're just trying to push rules and things like that. It is safety, and then that also lets the security monitors do extra security steps to make sure just the building in general is safe. But we've made a lot of safety upgrades. So we added 20-something cameras right at the end of the school year last year.
As school safety continues to be a topic of discussion in JCPS board meetings, Dr. Fleur and other staff will continue to attend these meetings in an effort to stay on top and up to date on the issue.
Thank you, Audra.
It's getting hot in forensics class. Let's take a look at the lab activity taking place in Miss Green's class.
2-story structures out of just kind of some basic craft supplies. And then at some point when they're finished, we are going to set them on fire. And the students are going to observe the burn patterns, and then after we put the fire out, the groups are actually going to switch, and they're going to analyze someone else's burn structure and try to figure out kind of what happened during that fire.
The assignment was to build these model buildings and then have a story and then light it on fire.
Talk about our story.
And then have someone else investigate it. So our story is about renowned actor Shamar Moore. And if he were to open a restaurant, obviously it would be called the Shamar Shack. And unfortunately for him, his gas stove erupted into flames, and now he's dead.
What a great way to tie fun and education together.
With the winter sports season in its peak, here's Devin Seabree with your weekly sports update.
Good morning and welcome back to your Atherton Sports Update. This week, our boys freshman basketball team had a very close game against Manual that came down to the last shot. Luckily, they pulled it off and won 42-39. Immediately following, our varsity boys played Manual as well. Although the score doesn't reflect, this was a very close and well-played game. The lead bounced back and forth the entire first half. In this game, we got to see double technicals and players fouling out. Eventually, Manual ended up pulling away for the Ravens to lose 46-64. This week, we have our girls team playing 3 games. They play at home Monday versus Louisville Homeschool. Tuesday, they play at Holy Cross, and Friday, they play at North Bullitt. Our boys team also plays Monday against Louisville Homeschool, Tuesday at Holy Cross, and Friday at North Bullitt. Monday is both the boys and girls senior night, so come support our seniors and the teams. That's all for this week. I'm Devin Seabree, and this was your Atherton Sports Update.
Thanks, Devin, and keep fighting for victory, Ravens.
Students taking French got to participate in a bit of cooking crepes with Madame Watkins.
So today we are celebrating what is called La Chandeleur, which is National Crepe Day in France, and it's a day when everyone literally will make crepes at home and eat them. And the reason we're doing that is they celebrate this date every year, February the 2nd, because it dates back to pagan traditions, but it's basically the coming of spring and the sun and honoring the sun. and the upcoming harvest. So if you think about a crepe and the golden color of the crepe and the round shape, it's reminiscent of the sun. So that is a little bit of history about it.
Every February 2nd, everyone eats like crepes and stuff to kind of still celebrate the roots of that holiday. And so they had us bring in a bunch of stuff for class. I brought in 4 jars of Nutella because I have a running joke that I have to like double the amount I take every year. I brought 2 jars last year, hoping to get to 16 by my senior year if I don't get kicked out.
That's all the time we have for today. For Atherton On Air, I'm Lakin Whitehead.
And I'm Sam Fowler.
Keep it real, Ravens.